walks into a Walmart?
Yeah, so I think that we in this country for a very long time we've labored under a particular conception about how capitalist economies work, which has allowed us to confuse what's good narrowly for a certain group of capitalists and what's good broadly for capitalism. And while there is simply no doubt that for the shareholders of Walmart and the very senior executives, a low and plummeting minimum wage is in the short term good for them, it's by no means good for the economy in a sustained way. And this whole sort of framework of trickle-down economics, this idea that if you make the rich richer, if you make profits higher, that will generate jobs and shared prosperity, which is accepted, by the way, on the right and left, is just false. If there was a shred of truth to the idea that the more profitable corporations got, the more jobs they'd create, or the better the economy would be, then today, for instance, given that profits are already 50-year high, we should be drowning in jobs.
But Walmart has said, will say, the executives in your presence, that we've been mercilessly pushing prices down, and yes, that's killed the mom and pop, but again, this dividend accrues to John Q. Public. I'm sure they could back of the envelope for you and say, since we were founded, we've afforded people this standard of living and these products that they otherwise wouldn't be able to get.
But Robin, even Walmart is panicking about the destruction of the middle class today. Even in places like Walmart, people are discovering that the customers that they used to have are disappearing and becoming poorer and poorer. I mean, the problem is that economies, which are complex adaptive systems and are characterized by positive feedbacks, are either in virtuous cycles or death spirals. And we are currently in a death spiral of falling demand. As the average worker earns less and less, and a tiny minority of people earn more and more, you break the cycle of the virtuous cycle of increasing returns that capitalism is capable of creating. And the beauty of raising the minimum wage is that it dispenses with the very problematic competitive problems you have with, for instance, unionization, where one company is unionized and another isn't. So Walmart vociferously resists unionization, because if Walmart is unionized and they pay their workers $15 but other people don't, that's a terrible problem for them. And the thing about the minimum wage, raising the minimum wage, is it allows business people to stop thinking about workers simply as costs to be cut, and allows you to start thinking about them as customers to be cultivated. The only